What up, YouTube? I want to thank everyone that liked the video and subscribed to the channel. Now that I have a few subscribers, it's time to make some videos. I think the first video we're gonna go over is just who I am, what Zephyr Lemonade is, and then the next couple of videos we'll kind of go over where it started and how it grew and where it is now. The video you all saw of the new trailer kind of alludes to where we are now, but there's a lot more going on. So without further ado, my name is Esteban Hayes. I'm the owner of Zephyr Lemonade. I started the business about 4 or 5, so this will be our 5th season, so 5 seasons ago. Hey guys, I had to move inside. Someone started their lawnmower, so it got a little loud. Just introducing myself. So my name is Esteban Hayes. I'm a citizen of the Spokane Nation. I'm a senior at Northwest Indian College. I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts in Tribal Governance and Business Management. I'm the president of the AHEC Student Congress. AHEC is the American Indian Higher Education Consortium, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm reading notes, and that's why I keep looking over here. I know that's going to be kind of distracting, but there's a lot to talk about. I want to make sure I hit everything. So I don't come from money, and even though I had a lot of support in creating Zephyr Lemonade, I didn't have a backup plan. There was no exit strategy. I've overcome a lot of struggles and tribulations. These are related to run-ins with the law, the court system, being young and naive, and I'll talk about that in future videos. If you want to hear some crazy stories, comment below, and I can definitely go into more detail about that. So I feel like most people my age, I didn't know what I wanted in life, and I wasn't sure where to start. I went the typical route after high school. I went to a junior college in California, and my main objective was to play football. That I wasn't interested in studying, so I ended up partying a lot. I didn't focus on learning anything of importance, and after losing a really close friend of mine, he died in a car accident, and someone I grew up with, playing football, partying with, just making memories with, someone I was really close with. After losing him, I quit playing football, and I just shut down. I fell apart. I tried to find meaning to this life, and if you want to hear about that story, or if you want to know more about what it took to get over that, then definitely comment, let me know. I can do a video about that. So I was in California, quit playing football, lost my friend, moved home. Home was Washington State. I fell apart, and I ended up having one of the most impactful run-in with the law that I had. And I'll go into more detail if you'd like to hear more about that. But basically, the gist of it is this run-in limited my options. So I tried to join the armed forces. Because of the run-in with the law, I was not able to. So I thought being a tradesman would be a good idea, and I contacted my uncle. Both my uncles were in the Bricklayer Union, so I contacted one of them, and he helped me get set up, and I gave that a go. And I enjoyed it for a while, but I was more interested in sleeping in with my girlfriend at the time and spending time with her on her days off, and then going to work. And the union wasn't cool with that, and I ended up... No one ever calls you on your phone until you're recording yourself. Sorry about the interruption. So I was working for the union, wasn't really working for the union. I was spending more time not working for the union. So I ended up leaving my apprenticeship, and I gave community college another go, and I wasn't interested in learning anything, and I failed out, and I just started working what jobs, you could get with a high school diploma. Never enjoyed any of the work I did, and was always looking for opportunities to make more money or play football again, and I found the opportunity to play football. So I prepared to move to Kansas. I trained and prepared myself to be a collegiate athlete. It was tough. I was leaving a new gal I was seeing, and I wasn't really over the death of my friend, and it had been years, but it just I don't know, it affected me in many ways. But I ended up I ended up quitting the team. I didn't want to waste, in my mind I was like, I don't want to waste my eligibility here. It was a really small school, and it just, I felt like I could do better. I felt like I could play for a bigger school, or do more with my athletic abilities. And once I quit, it checked out, and I eventually went home. So the next couple of years were littered with visiting my girlfriend. She was going to school, earning her bachelor's degree, and I was working odd jobs, and I eventually found a pretty decent job, and I really enjoyed it. And I was working for a shellfish company, and the only drawback was it wasn't full-time, and unfortunately I couldn't support myself working part-time at a shellfish company. So a friend of mine was just killing it in sales, and he was posting himself at the Super Bowl and I think the Final Four and the NBA Finals, and he was having a really awesome life. And I finally reached out to him, and I was like, hey man, like, what are you doing, and are you hiring? And lucky for me, he was hiring. So this led me down a pretty dark hole in my life, and but it was one of the bases, one of the parts that I built the base on which I became an entrepreneur. I really learned how to grind in this job. We were doing sales door to door, and you either made a lot of money or you didn't. So I had a lot of highs and a lot of lows, high highs and low lows. But it was a great gig. It taught me how to grind. It taught me how to get out there and work hard for myself. It was a commission job, so you learn how to work for yourself if you have a commission job. So yeah, like I said, it helped me develop my drive to be an entrepreneur. I eventually went home from that opportunity. I wasn't working much, and my buddy terminated me. Said, pack your shit and go, and I did. Thanks for that, buddy, if you ever watch this. But let's see. So I ended up going home, and I had no opportunities, no job or anything, and luckily my mom let me live with her, and I didn't have any work. So my sister was managing a coffee shop at the time, and she was like, I'll put you to work. So thanks, sister, for that. She put me to work, and I worked there for a little bit, and that led to an opportunity to manage a deli that's located inside of a convenience store. Let's see. And this was another piece of the puzzle that I took to create the base on which I used to become an entrepreneur. So at this deli, I took over operations, and this deli had no processes. This part of the business was costing this particular C-store tens of thousands of dollars a year. They didn't take time to really find out like what was going on, but it basically accounted to having too much staff and cooking way too much food. So it just lost money hand over fist, and no one took the time to really like look into it and see why. So I immediately created some processes, put some procedures in place. When I started there, I was spending, like, no joke, 60 hours a week, and I was learning the current processes, or what was available there, and then trying out different things that I thought would work. Things that worked, we kept. Things that didn't, we moved on from. I found a lot of inconsistencies. I found products that were going to waste. They were basically buying them to cook them and throw them away. So that will cost you some money if you do that. Don't do that. So I got rid of those products like right away. I was like, we're not ordering this. We don't sell it. So I worked really hard, and I got the business to the point where I was confident it would be profitable. And I was only there for a few weeks, but you can project and know, like, okay, well, we're doing this much in sales, we're ordering this much product, we have this much labor. If we keep on this track and improve our sales, we should be profitable. And I spent a lot of time and effort creating all the processes that were needed to get that business operating the way that it could have and should have been for years before I started there. I was positive it was going to be a success, but during this time, I had coworkers that were not happy with my management style. I'm a very no excuses, get your job done, do your work, show up on time type of person, and I end up with a lot of complaints. A lot of people cannot handle how forward I am with them. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't beat around the bush. I just get to it. So I got a lot of complaints, and this led to me being written up, and I was actually suspended for a week, and I was not so much upset. Like, I thought I didn't have anything to learn, that I thought I was the best manager ever. It was more to the fact that I was never offered to tell my side of anything. It was like, you have this complaint, and it was like a slap on the hand, and then they're like, you have more complaints, and that was it. They never asked me what happened or what was going on. So anyway, I was pretty like no-win situation, and then things got to the point where the CEO wanted to demote me. So he wanted to take away, it wasn't just the title. It's, I was making more money. I was on track to make even more money, and he wanted to take that away. And I was not interested in that. So I basically asked him, like, what exactly am I doing? Like, why am I being written up? And that situation ended up, leading to me being terminated. And this was basically the final piece of the base in which I became an entrepreneur. So life handed me lemons. So a few things that I took away from this whole journey is I knew I could run a profitable business because I'd been doing it. I knew I had the skills, the know-how to create processes, get things done efficiently. I knew I could grind before sunrise to after sunset. I knew I did not want someone over my head who wouldn't give me an opportunity to hear my side of things. And I knew I needed to earn a living. That kind of brings me to, what is Zephyr Lemonade? So Zephyr Lemonade is an event vending business. We focus on fresh squeezed lemonade flavored with real berries. We're located in Washington State. We travel around the Pacific Northwest selling our product at tribal events such as powwows, canoe journeys, stick game events. We also vend at White River Amphitheater, located on the Muckleshoot Indian Reservation, where we're the only native-owned business in operation. We also vend at the Gorge Amphitheater in George, Washington. We're the only native-owned business that operates there as well. These are two of the more premier outdoor music venues, not only in Washington State, but the Gorge is known not just nationally, but I mean worldwide. I've met people who travel from across the world to come to this music venue. So that has been an incredible opportunity for us, and we've taken full advantage of it. So what do we offer? We offer the original lemonade, not the regular lemonade, not that basic lemonade, the original. Don't call it regular. It's not regular. It's fresh squeezed deliciousness. Anyway, we offer strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, huckleberry lemonade, blackberry lemonade, and Red Bull lemonade. And if you don't know what that is, it's probably because you've never been in my business, but it's delightful. So ask me about it, and I'll give you guys more. Maybe I'll do a video making it, and you guys can actually see the process.
But everything we do is real. We don't do syrups. We don't do powdered anything. We only use fresh squeezed lemon juice. We don't buy lemon juice from the store. We make our own simple syrup. Our recipe is super basic. We use ice, water, simple syrup, and lemon juice. Boom. Start your own business. So I know I went over a lot of different things, and I didn't get a lot of detail to any one subject. I basically summarized 8 years of my life. So if you want to learn more about entrepreneurship, learn about my journey, learn how I balance starting a business, earning my bachelor's degree, growing a business, becoming a leader, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, dislike, put a meh in the comments. Just help me create a channel that people want to watch, learn from my mistakes, watch me grow the business. You've all seen, or no, some of you have seen the first video I posted, which is me buying a $43,000 vending trailer from Quality Trailers in Portland, Oregon. We were able to do that, but that's not where we started. We started in a 10x10 tent, and we busted our ass to get to that point. Not unlike Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros started in a 10x10 tent as well, so look out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in. We're try to bang out a video at least once a week. Future videos are going to include going to music venues with me and watching that whole thing, kind of behind the scenes of what we do, growing the business, getting loans, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be educational, informational, but a lot more fun in the future. I know this video was probably a little bit boring, staring at my face all day, but stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Zephyr Lemonade, Zephyr Lemonade. Thanks. Have a great day.